Yes team, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Hope you are doing well. My name is Dan and I simplify losing fat and building muscle. Today we are talking about how to control hunger during a fat loss phase. If you are someone that is trying to lose fat, trying to get a bit leaner and is trying to put themselves in a calorie deficit by reducing their calorie intake, but you find that you are always hungry, here are some quick fixes that you can use to make your life a lot easier. A reminder to drop the video a like and subscribe to the channel. So the first point is probably the most important and most common mistake people make, and that is not consuming enough protein. Protein is the most filling of the three macronutrients: protein, carbs and fat. Protein is also going to be slower for your body to digest, harder for your body to digest through the thermic effect of food, which essentially means your body will burn slightly more calories by eating more protein than carbs and fat. So if you are someone that is not getting enough protein in at the moment, that is probably why you find yourself reaching for snacks and not full during the day. So how much protein should you be aiming for? I'd recommend 1 gram per pound of body weight, 2.2 grams per kilo or more, especially during a fat loss phase, because the higher that you go in protein, the more full you're going to feel, and therefore the less painful your deficit is going to be. So my second point is to drink more water and fluids. If you are someone that reaches for snacks all the time and finds that they think that they are hungry a lot during the day, you may be a bit dehydrated and actually could just do with having some more water or fluids instead. If you find water boring, why not have some squash, flavoured water, or look at 0-calorie soft drinks. That way you are not increasing your calorie intake and you are still going to keep yourself feeling full. So here is one that a lot of people do not think about, and that is volume eating fruit and veg. You need the most volume of food that you can get to fill your stomach up in as little calories as possible, and this comes from padding your meals out and your plates out with fruit and veg. If you think about having a plate in front of you, half of it is fruit and veg, a quarter protein, about a palm-sized protein, and similar for carbs. That way you're going to keep each meal relatively low in calories, around 500-600 mark, and keep cooking oils limited. So if you use low calorie cooking sprays or measure out your olive oil and keep fats to a minimum, then each of this meal is going to be around 600 calories. And the thing is, it's hard to go wrong with this approach if you are volume eating fruit and veg. As much fruit and veg as you can get in, highly satiating, you're going to be feeling more full, and therefore that in combination with your higher protein diet is going to make a fat loss phase a lot easier. So going back to volume of food, which we want during a fat loss phase, if you make some smarter food swaps, for example switching pasta for potatoes, you'll get a lot more potatoes in terms of volume of food versus the same number of calories of pasta. Similarly, if you switch out granola or cereal to oats, you'll find that the oats, being a slow releasing complex carb, will keep you fuller for longer, and you can get more volume of food than if you were to pick that granola or cereal. So there are also some tactics that you can use to maybe make your fat loss feel easier. So for example, if you are someone that doesn't really feel like they need breakfast to get going in the morning and can quite easily get through on water and say a black coffee in the morning, get a bit of caffeine in you, drink your water, get through to lunchtime and then have your first meal of the day. This is typically known as intermittent fasting, which essentially just means eating in a time restricted window. So if you eat between 12 and 8 p.m. or 1 and 9 p.m, you are giving yourself a shorter window to eat calories within. And this can be a useful tool for some people to reduce their overall calorie intake, which helps you lose fat. There's no magic to it, but it's just a useful tool to think about. If you are someone that prefers to have breakfast, then do that. Because if you can have 3 big meals a day, breakfast, lunch and dinner, like we said, padding out your meals with plenty of fruit and veg and high protein, each of those meals during the day should keep you nice and full. So you try out different tactics based on what you prefer, but you may find that doing this time restricted feeding windows may be beneficial to mitigate hunger for yourself. So in summary, to make your fat loss phase easier, consume more protein, at least 1 gram per pound of body weight, consume more fruit and veg, pad out your meals at each opportunity with fruit and veg, Drink more water and fluids generally, 0-calorie soft drinks, make smarter food choices such as switching pasta to potatoes that are going to keep you more full, and think about some timing of meals in terms of what suits you on your preference. Either use intermittent fasting, so time restricted feeding windows to reduce your overall calorie intake, or have a big breakfast, lunch and dinner if that suits you better. Really hope you found the video useful. If you did, a reminder to drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I also offer online coaching services as well, so if you want to take your training and nutrition to the next level to get great results, drop me a DM or send me an email at the contact details below. Have a great rest of your day and I'll speak to you soon. See you later, bye.